7, you are first. You unleash your dark rage and you just shoot forward. You're able to grab him and you're attempting to like shove your claws at his throat, but he just kind of dodges out of the way. It is now Giacomo's turn. So yeah, this guy slashes at you once, and it hurts. And Shylin, you can actually see a little bit of liquid coming off of his blade, and it is not blood.
Yeah. Shylin would call out to Flint, grab an antidote now.
I'm already on it.
He kicks away from 7, and he's trying to run away.
Oh no.
So yeah, Adrian, you just sprint forward, and you just kind of dive through your own little fiery warp gate, and you just appear on the other side of him. Give him a good cut. Hoshimi does a little flourish, attempts to attack Giacomo with a little bit of occult magic. He kind of bats it a little bit of a way, but with your final little flourish, it's like you shoot out this little yellow aura that loosens up everybody's limbs a little bit. Olwen, your turn.
I've already targeted him. I am going to devise a stratagem since I already have my tripod set up.
That's a good dice roll. So
aiming.
216.
Oh, at least we know it's a hit.
Yes, that is a hit. Roll your damage.
Yay!
All right. Well done. That is 8 damage to the guy.
I'm going to use Law Gladiator. I want to figure out, 1, how strong is this guy compared to us? Is he someone we could actually beat? And 2, I want to get an idea for his vulnerabilities in game term. I'm trying to see what saves he would be weak on. Oh! Son of a...
Yeah. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Yeah. The cloak is he is fighting very, very close to the chest.
It's that damned cloak. If I could actually see his movements, I'd be able to get an idea. Alright. Making a bot mode. Oh! Gosh, dang it!
So, you're a little infuriated that this guy just does not seem to care about you.
Yeah, no, it's like... Sorry, I have a quick hand. He's ignoring me.
Am I being ignored?
No, I'd like freeze that. So, how many does it take to screw in a light bulb? The entire group. 1 to screw in the light bulb and the rest to fail. Stop ignoring me. And then I'm gonna use my last action to basically try to get as close as I can.
So I am gonna wee you over to 7 first and foremost. If she's gonna get up close and personal, I'm gonna start by healing the wounds she already has. And then I'm actually gonna give her something to help her out if she tries to get close again. I'm gonna give her elixir of life first. That's 6 extra health points and +1 against +1 saving throws against diseases and poisons if she gets poisoned again.
So yeah, Flint just rushes over to you and sticks you with a few syringes, and you notice that a lot of the pain has immediately went away.
Oh,
You okay?
I don't like that.
Don't worry. If you wanna pin him down again, you'll be a lot safer now. Just be careful, okay?
I'll try, but I got to stop him.
We're all gonna stop him. Just be careful, all right? We're all gonna stop it together.
She nods.
All right.
Okay, Cora, your turn.
She's just gonna focus on getting Arlen out of that blood circle, so she's gonna just drag her. I'm just gonna inspect her to make sure that she's okay.
She does not look good. You know, you're looking around and under her shirt. You see, like, it seems like there were like multiple limbs that are now growing off of her body.
What did he do to you?
It's Cora. You don't know because Arlen is kind of unconscious now.
Ah, crap. I'm gonna throw a dagger.
That does not hit.
First.
Let's see here.
Fear. Let's see how he goes. Critical success.
Yay. Ah.
Yay.
Sorry, I thought I was scrolling over the right tab, and I thought he said that Owen critically succeeded on causing fear.
That was.
Yep, I saw it
Not
now.
good.
Gosh dang it.
You see Sybil clutch it. You see Sybil clutch his doll. He's muttering a little bit, and you see kind of like this. It's a couple of you see this, like Hoshimi see this. You see a shadow creep from under him and move into Seven's shadow. All right, so Seven just dashes up to Giacomo and just gives him a big old wallop. It's now Giacomo's turn. All right, so yeah, he just basically just slashed Adrian across the chest and ran.
Ouch. Ray
Okay.
of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Okay, good thinking. You're trying to slow him down. Hold still. Ooh, max damage. Lovely. So yeah, you blast him with that, and boom.
Freeze ray! Adrian's gonna retreat back towards Flint.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Hoshimi. Okay, so you're booping. I'm guessing you're booping 8. Are you booping Adrian or 7?
Adrian.
Okay, Adrian, you have been booped. You have been booped for 6 HP. Olwen, it is your turn.
Gee, I wonder if I can shoot him.
Yeah, lucky you. You have dark vision.
Yep.
You can still see him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang it.
by 2.
Oh man.
Cape is getting me too. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm actually going to take my turn after Flint, and I say to Flint, some kind of sticky bomb if you have one.
So yeah, you run over, you throw your thing, and he just kind of dodges at. He just kind of leaps out of the way. He did not want that to hit him.
Oh wow.
Gonna make another bond mode. Oh, but nope.
Regular.
I would imagine Shylin's getting a little frustrated. It's like, stop ignoring me!
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, and Hoshimi's in the back muttering to herself, I wish I could ignore you.
Yes.
Why does no one care what I have to say? Now I know how Hoshimi feels.
Okay,
Oh.
so if I...
Oh.
Cora's mad. She's really,
We
really
are
mad.
Failing at life
Like,
today.
No. He failed. That's a critical failure on him.
He failed.
He failed the
Yeah,
whole
what are you
thing,
talking
yeah.
about? That's a good thing. He failed.
Cora is mad, and so she's like, goes to Flint and is like, duck. And then she like just throws this cloud of confusion.
All right, that is double damage. Yeah, just cloud of confusion. It just slams into him. He is stunned 1.
And Flint just kind of looks back to Cora and just like with a shocked expression, just kind of suddenly gives her a thumbs up, like.
You're
So
welcome.
you can move closer.
But I don't know if I want to leave Arlen. Is the thing.
I'll stay with Darlin. You can go if you want.
All right, then I'm gonna
I'm
try to
the
get
doctor
over.
anyway.
Sybil, it's now your turn. You can sustain a spell as a free action by cackling.
Do I need to get into character for that?
Please do.
Nice.
I briefly reminded of the mask guy from Majora's Mask.
Yeah, that was Skull Kid.
If I have nudge fate and guidance on 7,
Yeah.
maybe that'll be
like-
something helpful.
7's turn.
Can I roll a intimidation?
Yes.
Oh, so close!
No.
Unfortunately, he does not. Yeah.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah. Sorry. It is now Giacomo's turn, and he's still kind of fighting off Cora's. He's still kind of fighting off Cora's little blast, and he's looking at her really angrily. He pulls out a little crossbow. So yeah, you see the. So yeah, you're hit by the little bolt, and you see that the liquid has entered you a little bit. You just quickly rip it out. You're kind of. Like a second passes by, and you're like waiting for the anvil to drop, but it doesn't. And he is going to continue to run away like a bloody coward. Adrian, your turn.
All right, Ray of Frost again. Oh god, critical miss.
Critical miss. I'm sorry.
Poop.
Oh,
Oh man. I'm. Jeez. Oshimi, your turn.
I am trying to move up just next to Adrian, I guess.
So, moving up to Adrian and giving him a little boop. All right.
No.
What?
I was gonna put it on Arlen since she's in such bad shape.
So yeah, people can see that she's convulsing a little less, but yeah, whatever the magic did to her, it's not gone. Next turn is Olwyn.
Shoot her or him.
No time.
All right, he's looking badly injured right now, as you just keep boom, boom, and you're annoyed. Like, why won't this guy go down?
Yeah, like, if my device's stratagem had been a really good roll, I had wanted to sort of aim for his legs, but...
Yeah. But yeah, it's just that the black cloak and the black skin, it's just like, darn it. Now you're realizing why people had such a hard time fighting drow in your novels.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shylin's looking around and he's like trying to find, but unfortunately it's too dark. He cannot see, and he is going to try and run. All right, so Flint, getting an idea, he hands a small syringe over to Zoo and whispers to her, and Zoo just completely goes skittering over to Seven, and gives her a little poke with the Cheetah's elixir.
I can just imagine
Alright.
her legs going triple fast like in a cartoon.
So Cora is going to take the bolt, pull out her dagger, rub the bolt with the oozy stuff on the dagger. As she's doing this, she's looking at Giacomo and says, "Hey, you remember how you've always given me flack about not taking what was given to me and using it to my advantage?" She holds up her now poison-covered dagger. "That's right, she can be taught!" And she chucks it at Giacomo.
All right, so he needs to make a fortitude save, so let's see how he does. Oh no.
That "oh no" makes me happy.
The DC for that was 18.
All right, he poisoned.
And that was lethargy poison.
Oh, so he's slowed.
Yes, he is slowed. So, yeah.
Cora is just absolutely giddy at this point to be like, "Ha! I stuck it to you!"
Thank you.
Literally.
You know, I was really, really, really hoping he would roll a 12.
I think I'm actually going to step back a little bit because I don't want him hitting me again because I'm doing okay, but I'm not the best. So I'm gonna step back a little bit, just like kind of just make sure that he's not gonna try to like bum rush me and try to get past to Arlen.
Right.
So, I can move to about here-ish.
Alright.
And then I can do a bit of guidance on somebody who is closer.
Okay, so who's the guidance gonna be on?
Let's say that it's for 7.
Okay, guidance on I'd say so. Guidance and speed boost on 7.
At that point, she's gonna just run past him.
Okay, so 7. A couple people have boosted you with magic and items. You're feeling like really pumped right now, and you see that that Yakumo is he's still running, but he's got a dagger in his shoulder. He pulls it out. He's kind of stumbling now a little bit. I would imagine some predator instincts are awakening.
Extremely. However, she sees Shylin, and an idea forms in her little head.
Okay.
Oh?
Shylin?
I cannot run the distance, you have to toss me! Wait, why did I say that? Yeah?
Okay, the funny thing is, that was my first idea until I got all those boosts.
Alright.
Here comes my second idea!
Anyway, Shylin is, you can tell, Shylin doesn't say anything, but you can tell he's listening. Like, he gives you that look.
Can you ride?
He's basically gonna, like, swing his legs onto your back.
Hang on, Shylin! I'm coming for you! And 7 takes off, screeching all the way. So I'm running, and then I'm gonna fling him.
And I have an idea of what Shylin's gonna do, and if this doesn't activate Panache, I don't know what would.
So, Shylin, you're able to land, but Giacomo is able to dodge out of the way of you. However, it is now Giacomo's turn, and he is slowed.
'Cause he's had a bad day.
Yeah. So he is going to attempt to strike at Shylin to just try and get him away. So yeah, I am going to have to ask you to make a fortitude save.
At 20.
Oh, wow.
Yes, thank you.
All right, he does clip you. Clip you pretty good, but you don't know what it is. But the adrenaline is really.
Did any of you watch Digimon 02 where TK just got whipped in the face? I'm imagining that he just gets sliced in the face, and he just glares at Giacomo.
All right, so he has left. So Adrian, you see that that 7 and Shylin have charged forward and are still really trying to get this guy.
He calls out to 7 and tells Adrian tells her to duck.
Ray of Frost. Ah, you're still trying to get him with that. All right.
That hits. That has to hit.
Yeah, it's just the little blast like slams into the back, slams into his back, and he is just like, he's kind of. It's like if Shylin could see in the dark, he'd see Giacomo just like wobbling. You can hear him wobbling as this ice bolt just whizzes past your face. You're glad that wasn't you.
Adrian says this. Shylin, end it!
Need some light! He calls out.
And as he's doing so, he calls over to Owen. Give him sight.
Owen thinks to herself, how the flop am I supposed to do that?
Oh my god, are we gonna go alone in the dark with you lighting up the dark room with your muzzle flash?
I mean, if we're really gonna go ham, let's go ham, but what?
Well, who knows? Maybe Hoshimi has something.
That being said, we are asking Hoshimi to help Shylin.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Well, I'm gonna use a loophole here, and
Hoshibi, help Shylin! Or, counterpoint, I help someone actually useful. Here, 7.
So,
Oh, I'm
Dan-
useful. Sorry.
so
Yes, you are.
So yes, Shylin, you see 4 little lights just shoot up, illuminating Yakumo, who is
There's no illumination over there.
who's kind of cornered, and yeah, you can see him very, very clearly. Olwen, unfortunately, it seems like Yakumo has exited your line of sight. You did see him move off to the right, like over here. So you're gonna have to move to a spot where you can see him. All right.
Okay, I have a question for the DM.
Yep.
So Panache has a rule of cool clause where you inactivate Panache by doing sufficiently cool actions. Does leaping off of a griffin corkscrewing through the air to attack my enemy count?
Only if the griffin was raging, which it is.
Awesome!
All right.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to spend an action to get Panache. Shylin dashes towards Giacomo. Giacomo swings his sword, but suddenly Shylin's not even there, and Giacomo turns around just in time to see Shylin bring off the wall, spin through the air, and smack him across the face with his sword. The
All right.
flash
Oh.
of the blade, to be clear.
So
Knocking him unconscious.
Giacomo has been slapped flat across the face, and he is unconscious.
Shylin sheaths his fangs. Anyone have any rope?
All right. So, So Yakumo is face first in the dirt. What are you going to do?
7 presses a talon on his head and just presses to make sure he stays down.
I was about to say, don't crush his skull now. Jeez.
Nope, I'm just keeping him there.
All right.
Cool is going to run over to Arlen and just starts trying to hoist her, which is weird for seeing a tiny little bird trying to do that. And she's trying to drag her towards the exit.
All right. So, So you're trying to drag her towards the exit.
Yes,
All right.
This is still healing, but we need to leave.
Perception checks from 7, Shylin, and Adrian. Plucks.
Yep.
All right. Yes. 7 and Shylin. You're right next to Yakumo, and you're concentrating very hard. You're concentrating very hard on him. Adrian's got like everything pointed at him, and Adrian, off in the distance, you see an odd glow. And 7 and Shylin, you see that glow as well, but you also you feel something, especially 7. You feel like you're not alone.
Glow coming from which direction? Got it.
7 arches her head towards the area, and her feathers and fur are standing up. Adrian, there's something here.
Shylin sheaths his fangs in that direction too.
Adrian waves over to Olwen because we for better vision.
Does Cora hear 7 say someone's here?
Yes.
And she starts trying to she's getting a little more frantic and pulling Arlen.
So as soon as you guys mention it, you hear this weird echo throughout the caves. Tension. Tension here. Stench. Stench. I know this stench.
Stench. What's stench?
And the ground keeps it's getting bigger and bigger, and
We need to.
It's time to leave, you guys. We need to go.
the ceiling cracks open and something drops down in the middle of the circle. So much fear.
Holy crackers! No, no, no!
Oh, and
And
I'm
Cora
out of
immediately
danger.
starts trying to drag Arlen the other direction. It's like, nope, 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 we're getting out of here, nope.
Holy Mary
Basically, let
Mother.
me explain what I'm looking at. It looks like an elephant mixed with a snake mixed with a walrus.
It's ugly looking. Trust me.
No, she's not wrong. That is actually pretty accurate.
It's beyond accurate, and it's horrifying.
So yeah. So this thing, whatever it is staring down at all of you, baring its teeth. Do not move a muscle, or I will rip you to shreds.
Hello, Gamork.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was about to say, are you of all people doing the Gamork?
Yes.
I mean, it does have red eyes. So many of his worst fears.
Adrian.
I can sense Josh's anger.
Adrian's at ease.
So whatever this thing is, it is slowly slithering between all of you, just kind of. It appears to be studying all of you very slowly, and it's quickly jerking around just to make sure that no one is actually moving, almost like it's daring you to play red light, green light with it.
So Squid Games.
I need to see that. Anyways, Ellie, what are you saying?
I wanted to ask if Hoshimi can try to memorize this guy's scent just in case.
Okay, sure. Perception check.
Okay. That is perception, not initiative, you dummy. Womp womp.
This is an otherworldly scent that you do not know about, that you can't really place.
Okay.
I am going to pursue lead. Not really pursue lead, but make this one of my new leads.
All right.
Now that we have a better look at the creature, can I roll a religion check?
In order to identify this, it's an Arcana check.
Arcana, got it.
May I roll a perception to memorize the scent?
Sure.
Oh, that was lucky.
Hang on.
12.
But this time it's good.
Unfortunately, the perception check is still not high enough, and Adrian, your Arcana check is not high enough.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, Ellie.
Yeah. So.
Yikes.
Completely new territory.
Question for Ellie.
Me?
Yeah.
Were you trying to recognize the scent or memorize the scent?
I was trying to memorize it.
So committed to memory for recognition later.
Yes.
Okay, I think Josh might have misunderstood you there, because he was saying you didn't recognize the scent.
Oh, okay, I'm dumb. But okay, so 7, you're able to get a good whiff of this thing, and you're able to, and if you were to try and remember the scent, you'd be able to do that a little better.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yay, okay.
But yeah, Hoshimi, you're a little distracted because you
Hoshimi is not okay right now.
and you're also standing in a lot of blood, so. and you can't. You're having
But
trouble
wouldn't-
separating the blood from how this thing smells.
It wouldn't be occultism, it would just be arcana?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be rolling too.
So this thing is looking over at. It slithers over to Adrian.
See something you like?
Adrian, Adrian slowly blinks.
You don't know what I am. And that's frustrating, isn't it?
You just keep staring at him because he doesn't want to like move his head any bit. Yeah, he's taking this literally.
I shall tantalize you then. I am known by many names. The Kelket called me Apophis. The dwarves called me Jormungandr. The Sumajin called me Orochi. But you may call me as I was called in the days of old. Groot slaying.
DM, just confirm Groot slaying.
Yes, Groot slaying.
I am Groot slang.
And you ruined it forever.
Okay.
Thank you.
So he is looking Adrian up and down.
Another one. Treasure hunters. You, like so many others, disturbed my slumber. To millennia, the hunger it was consuming. They feasted on their flesh. Except one. Their leader. The pig. It runs deceptively quick for one as portly.
Where is he?
Olwen takes note, because she remembers how Adrian described Arpolian.
Yeah.
And like I said, this thing is now one of her new leads. It's replacing the more newly established lead, Josh, that we talked about.
Yep. I got you.
Adrian actually shifts over. Where is he?
I do not know. After I spared its life, I cursed it with knowledge. Knowledge that sent it far away from here. Oh, the pigmate gave a most joyous squeal.
That's Arpolian.
Excuse me, sir?
Yes?
She's shaking, but she, puts down her gun in respect. You say, give a joyous squeal, sir. Is it joyful for you, or joyful for it? Or the pig, I mean.
You see him just you see him just not move for a little bit.
For myself.
Oh.
He was
What else?
frightened.
What else makes you happy?
I shall do what makes me happy right now.
He moves up. He moves very, very close to your face, Olwen, and he sniffs you.
You do not stink as others of your kind do. You have washed yourself somehow. You escaped the origin.
Sir? I frightened of me. I had a job to do, sir. So I had to clean. Is that okay?
Olwen, you look out of the corner of your eye and you see that the one end of his tail is slowly moving towards you. He's not making an effort to try and conceal it, but he starts poking around. He starts poking you around, and he is poking at your necklace. He is poking at a pendant you have. Pulls it out, and it has the holy symbol of your deity on it. You see him jump to the ceiling, and he kind of disappears into a crack.
You think your works can save you? You believe your service redeems you? You pray to those gods you believe they can cleanse you.
You hear a rumble, and in the middle of in the middle of the circle, you see a bunch of bones drop. Children's bones. And then he drops down and just flares his ears out with this big toothy grin.
The gods created me.
And then he gestures to the bones.
Look upon their work.
Gods create everyone, sir. For some purpose or another. They must have a purpose for you as well. I will never claim to say I know it.
Close enough.
He turns to Cora.
Her grip tightens a little on Arlen, but she's just standing there. For once, she knows when to keep her beak shut.
You little birdie.
Hi. How's it going?
I've seen one like you before.
That's interesting.
I know your true name.
The Groot slang moves his tail over to you, and he pokes you in the chest. And
See that, or is everyone able to see that? Oh, now everyone's able to see that. Oh crap!
you see that a little bit of magic shoots out of his tail, and you see Cora's feathers turn white and her eyes turn blood red.
It's like so stiff, not just from fear, but just like what had just happened.
And then he removes his tail, and you return back to your feathers return back to normal.
What? Why did you do that?
I know your true name. Caladria, you. devours venom and disease. Such a rare gift you have.
You have the wrong person. My name is Cora. It's always been Cora. It's never been anything else.
No. What you... Cora is your name. Caladria is what you are. A bird of healing.
Cora is visibly shaking at this point.
Poor little birdie, you must have had a long and horrible life.
Most people.
With the fortune that you have, comes with another curse. The curse of envy. Those who have gifts and fortune inevitably bring those who desire to take them. So, I wonder what you will do with your gift. Give it to the world, but risk being discovered by those who would try to take your power.
Cora's just shaking.
Or
He immediately snaps behind you and gets right into your face.
Or try to run and hide like a scared little birdie so you don't share the fate of Raquel Carcher.
Don't.
Sir? Sir? Do you know about Raquel Carcher? You know a man named Nicholas Hollyhock as well? He wouldn't be a pig. He might be more of a mouse, I suppose.
I know many things, but
He turns his head towards Hoshimi.
this one has been very patient. I will not tell you everything, washed one. Where's the fun in telling everyone everything?
He moves over to Hoshimi.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna write this.
You have the stench I hate the most. Yes, you stink, and I hate it. I hate it.
Seven starts running towards the guy.
Seven, no!
Leave her alone!
Seven!
Oh, don't worry, little bird. I won't do anything. Especially because it appears that she seems to detest her own stink. Why would I hurt her? How interesting. You bear your body so licentiously, and yet you have the most to hide. A perfect exemplar. I wouldn't waste someone such as you in this world.
Hoshimi clenches one of her hands, but she doesn't say anything. It just waits patiently to see if he'll answer her.
But the Dark Elf... I left him to his own devices. I am, full. For now. He was... trying to... elevate himself. Reclaim old glory. Do to that unfortunate soul over there what his kind used to do to them. Revive ancient and old evil magic.
Okay, Hoshimi actually, not bows to him.
he looks at now he looks at Sybil.
Shylin ran over with Seven. Went over with Seven when she tried to charge.
Okay, I can move you. I can move you. I can move you.
Yeah, and he visibly tensed when Kasher was mentioned.
Yeah. Yes.
At him looking at Sybil, that's when Olwen actually tries, like, slowly begins to raise her gun again, because she's like, no.
Olwen, no.
Please, sir.
Do not worry. Do not worry for me. I do not fear a rifle.
Nor should you, but I fear for her.
Please, sir. Don't hurt him.
I will not. I am merely confused. You smell different. Like the others, you reek of fear, but not of perspiration. You run without running. Yes, I know this stink. It is the stink of sloth. What are you afraid of?
Oh, I don't think I've been afraid of most anything in a long, long time. It's been wonderful.
That explains it. How interesting. I wonder how you will be
And then he gets closer to Sybil's face.
when it inevitably returns.
You seem so fascinated by fear yourself.
I am fascinated by what makes people tick.
What happens when you become afraid, I wonder?
It's like he looks up to the ceiling.
There is only one thing I do fear.
It's okay, you know. It's okay.
I know. Because the thing I fear will not hurt me.
Very fortunate then.
He moves over to Flint.
I do enjoy seeing what makes people tick. But do not speak, because the words of a failure do not interest me. Your appearance, your costume, the haggardness of your clothes and visage, your feeble attempts to disguise your heritage. Every inch of you screams someone who is rightfully ashamed of themselves.
Owen's mad now.
She's not alone.
She's not scared anymore. She's like just mad. She's like, excuse you.
Oh, did I touch a nerve? It's adorable. There's a giant little button on that head that's just begging to be constantly.
He moves his tail and just gently shoves Flint in the head.
Press.
Yeah, a 7 shrills up at this thing.
You see the Groot slaying just stop, and you actually see his eyes widen as he's just slowly tilts his head at 7.
You smell pleasant. Sister?
What?
Cannot be. How? Why?
Don't mind me, just moving up to see.
He's actually the Groot slaying is taken aback.
Why do you smell like family? Something has happened.
I'm no family of yours, but you threaten mine.
Okay, I want to point out, Hoshimi had actually, sent a, used the bell to send a message to 7. She was telling her, don't act, don't become aggressive.
She saw. She's ignoring.
Okay.
You threaten my brother, you threaten my surrogate mom, you threaten my family, and I will! As she flexes her wings out and just braces to pounce.
7, don't.
7?
You are confusing. I do not like that I do not know. I must know what happened. But I will figure it out myself.
Was that a new fear?
Jeez, Doc. Go for the jugular, why don't you?
Yeah, so the Groot slaying turns around.
I do not know. I have only felt fear for one thing. If this is another fear. I wish to experience more of it. Yes.
Would you like me to help you?
Oh my god, please, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please.
Shay, shut up!
No.
Not to worry. I'm sure you'll find your way. But 'tis good to know that you at least considered.
Well, not yet at least. Oh. I would like to experience what you have to offer at a very special time.
He slithers past 7. He kind of gives a cursory glance to Shylin, looks him up and down, just gives a derisive snort and continues on.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm ignoring you this time.
The funny thing is, Charlotte almost gives a shrug like, that's fair. There's a hint of bitterness to it, though.
Yeah, the Groot slaying just he doesn't turn around to look at you. Good, you know. No, not good. Why are you even here? You seem to know your own place, and yet you don't.
Alright, if it's my turn for this, I'll save you the trouble, sir. Charlton says, I am a complete and utter embarrassment. My flashy antics might be able to fool idiots, but not people of actual importance. And as has been proven only a few minutes ago, I am completely and utterly useless. Everything I try to do just makes things worse, and quite frankly, I'm as baffled as you are that the rest of them haven't simply thrown me down the hole themselves and gotten rid of me. I'm still with them because despite my proud declarations earlier of trying to think, how can they be useful to me, the reality is I am useless without them. I need them, and frankly, I'm at the mercy of whether or not they decide finally that they're actually better off without me. So honestly, to answer your question, I'm as baffled as you.
At least you understand how pathetic you are. Do you think me a fool? I have been at this for a very, very long time, and I know exactly the kind of person that you are. I know what you did. You are someone who is so desperate for control that he is even willing to humble himself to gain some sort of grasp on his pathetic life. You're trying to pretend that your failures haven't affected you by being flippant. If you immediately contradict what I am saying, you can maintain control in the conversation, present a false truth, maybe even convince yourself of its veracity. You lay your soul so bare, yet you ask everyone to deny what is front of their faces. Whether by contradiction, or flippant remarks, or defiant silence just to spite them. So how will you respond? Contradiction, flippancy, or silence? Go on.
I suppose you'll call this flippancy, but it doesn't matter what I think or feel, does it? As you pointed out, I'm pathetic. Anything I say is completely irrelevant. Anything I think is completely irrelevant. Anything I feel is irrelevant. You had it right the first time. I'm not even worth your attention.
Well, if you would like some advice, you could start by those swords. They're pristine and bloodless. You're no warrior, you're a fake and a pretender. A coward. You'd be doing the world a favor if it was rid of your defective existence.